Hey, what's up you guys? It's Cory, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be reacting to RWBY Volume 8, Chapter 2, Refuge. The thumbnail is Joanna and Fiona, which is really interesting. And the description is RWBY, Nora, Blake, May, and Penny set their sights on Atlas Military Command. Meanwhile, Yang, Ren, Jean, and Oscar handle evacuations in Mantle. If they can get everyone to the crater in time, they just might be able to save them. So that's interesting. It's interesting that they included May in the count for Team Atlas, but not Weiss. I wonder what that's about. I mean, we'll find out. It's probably an oversight, or maybe it's not. I don't know. I have not been spoiled for this episode. I will say that. But when I woke up this morning, I forgot that there was a RWBY episode. So I absentmindedly went on Twitter, and one of the first tweets I saw was from Arnold, or Murder of Birds, and it was just no period. That's it. So I'm like so fucking scared for this episode because I'm like, what does that mean? It wasn't tagged RWBY or anything, so like it could be in relation to some sort of real world event that I'm just not in the know about. But I think it's about RWBY because it's RWBY Day, so I have no idea what that means. Now I'm nervous for this episode. But yeah, also I do want to address, in the last video, I don't know if anybody else noticed it or if it was just me because I was editing the video and I had to listen to it for so long, but there was like a weird background noise thing. I can just only describe it as a whooshing sound. I didn't hear it at the time, and even while I was editing the video, I thought it was maybe just some noise from my computer since it's new, because I'm still like trying to get all my settings correct on this computer. But what I think it actually was I had my ceiling fan on, and I think that might have been the sound. So my ceiling fan's off now, so hopefully that sound isn't there. I don't know if it bothered anybody else, but it bothered me, so I thought I would just address that. Speaking of, I will have my last reaction up in the cards for this video, as well as the playlist. And I will also include, once the boopcast is out, I will include that on in the cards as well. Well, I'm just gonna stop talking and let's get into this. Okie dokie. Starting the video in 3, 2, 1. But yeah, so I have only watched this intro a few more times since the last time. By the way, all these 4 shots here are my new screensaver on my computer because they're gorgeous. Also, I don't know if I said this last video, but the thing that I got spoiled for was the RWBY still in the intro. I don't think I said that last video. But yeah, so not really anything. I also saw a fan edit of Jean for that I thought was also from the intro. It wasn't. But this intro has already grown on me quite a lot, so I have a couple of issues with it, but nothing major. But if you want to hear my full thoughts on that, I would watch the boopcast for episode 1. Which I might include linked in the description. If not, it's on SheNoob's channel. Check it out. This shot is one of my issues because it just lingers so long on Cinder walking. Oh, I also mentioned my theory about the spirit of the staff potentially being like Ymir from Norse mythology. Penny. I'm so scared for Penny. Okay. I'm nervous. It'll be fine. Where are we starting? I think we're starting Atlas. Oh, I forgot about Crow. Oh, God.
This is your fault. You realize that, don't you?
Oh.
All I wanted was to bring people together. To give them a chance at a better life. But you...
Me?
Oh, Jacques. Okay, I was like...
I am a victim. I'll
I'm a
admit I was
victim.
duped. Used. And although my hands may not be clean, at least I am not a murderer.
So they're not incept...
Didn't kill anybody. And I'm not gonna stand here and be lectured by some snake with a mustache who helped that man tear us all apart.
Yes, well...
What a comedy duo. Or
Stuck in it
quartet?
now.
Speak for yourself. I know the right people. I'm sure Whitley has reached out to my legal team and will have me out of here before you can say...
You do realize that martial law is happening. You ain't getting out of jail. Don't matter who you know. Oh, they're gonna beat the shit out of him? Yep.
You do realize you've already caught me?
Oh, don't smile, Robin. I get we hate him, but like, come on. Be better.
I hate not being able to do anything.
Yeah, I get that.
We can do something.
Huh?
We can kill the man who put us here.
With still no word from General Ironwood,
He wants to kill Ironwood?
Are frightened and perplexed by the sudden withdrawal of military personnel, especially given the massive Grim horde outside the kingdom. I've never seen anything quite like this. It truly feels like the end of days. But the Atlas Eye is committed to updating the public until our dying... Hey, wait!
Citizens of Mantle, General Ironwood has abandoned you, but we have not. If you can hear this, gather any food and supplies
it's that
you need to stay
kid
warm,
again.
then head to the Mantle crater. The Grim are starting
I was
to
like,
make
did
their
his
way back
mom
into
die?
the
Thank
city.
God.
But we can hold the line if we all come together. If we don't, well, you've all seen what's waiting for us out in the storm. It's time to show your teeth, Mantle.
Yeah, show your teeth. Wasn't that a white fang thing, though? Aw.
Alright, the others are definitely missing out.
Hey. New motorcycles. What the? Oh my god. What are you doing? Nice going, John. Oh, god, I love gravity. There was a Grim on that. There was a Grim on that platform. Yeah.
Only take what you need.
The crater? Are you sure it's safe out there?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Okay, fighting time. Pokemon. Whoa, big shield. Oh, nice. Why didn't they just go around the shield?
Way better than Hoverbike.
Have the Grim already pushed us
So
far?
Jean's got another new upgrade.
No, I think those were more from last night.
God, gravity
Still.
dust is so cool.
Ren, if Jean hits you with his aura amp, think you can mask everyone?
We can give it a shot, but it is a lengthy trip through Mantle.
No, it's okay.
No, that's a great idea. We'll have a Grim-free journey all the way to the crater.
Do we really gotta shack up with those animals down in the slums? I'd
Hey,
feel
hey,
a lot
hey.
safer being up in Atlas.
Atlas has
I'm
abandoned
sure you
you.
would. But the people
Nope,
up top
be
have
nice.
decided you're not worth the trouble. The Faunus, on the other hand, have been willing to lend all the help they can, regardless of whether or not you deserve it.
Watch out.
So, I'll just go get our things then.
Okay, good idea.
to go
Does-
to the slums.
I was gonna say, does Oscar have the other bike?
You're setting a bad example. Those kids.
It should not be this hard getting people to just cooperate.
Ooh, is he gonna have a conversation with Oz?
And yet, it's something I'm becoming increasingly concerned about.
You know, I really don't need your additional commentary right now.
You all have every right to be upset. Especially you, Oscar. I'm sorry I left you.
I'm not upset that you left. I'm upset you came back. I started to feel like me. Not the same me I was before all of this, but the me I always wanted to be. I felt like I was actually part of the team.
I mean, Oscar, you were gonna die.
But even though it may not have felt like I was with
Was it
you,
with the Grim was on the thing behind there, wasn't it?
gaining control of my
Oh
remaining
God!
magic, recollecting my longest held memories, which means our
Am
two
I
souls
seeing
are
things,
still
or is there
on the
actually something
inevitable
there?
path to becoming one?
But I don't want that.
Neither do I.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you good?
It's just a lot to focus on.
You can do it, Ren. We're almost to the crater.
I don't need a pep talk. I need to focus.
Right.
We need to find a way to work together. Not just the two of us.
They're getting snappy at each other.
All of us.
Penny! So wait, she's at the crater. I thought she was going up to Atlas.
All right, come on.
Oh, they are. Okay, so Weiss is with them.
Thanks again for coming.
Don't mention it. Once Robin learned about Amity Tower, she wouldn't shut up about it. Wherever she is, I'm sure she would want us doing what we can to get it up in the air and get
Its
the
hair
world
is so
talking
cute.
again.
I love that
Besides,
they adjusted it.
Fiona's got your friends helping out in my stead.
Yeah. Are you
It's
sure
okay.
this is safe?
I'm so
Snowshoe
sad.
Shipping is an SDC subsidiary, meaning all the drones here report to the company, not the General. The pneumatic tubes allow for dust refined in the crater to be sent straight up to Atlas. We just need to find the one for the military base.
Are there any buildings
And then
in
take
Atlas
the
that your family doesn't
tube
own?
up.
That isn't relevant at the moment. Hey. I do not like it when friends fight.
Me too.
I know. Yang and I might not agree on how best to save Mantle, but...
No. I mean Winter. The General. They were our friends. But then the Aesops attacked you. And the General... He said people were going to die.
He's afraid.
Because of me.
And he's a monster
that was a
for
lie.
that.
And he was only saying it to hurt you.
Yeah.
I was the protector of Mantle. But now, I am much more than that. And I wish I was not.
But
You are.
you're still you, Penny. By becoming the Winter Maiden, you did protect Mantle.
Thank you, Ruby.
I was gonna say
I
hug.
found it!
I suppose
I
there's no
found
turning
it.
back now.
Between our
I
secret
love
weapon
Nora
and
smiling.
Miles' you all couldn't be in better hands.
So how do we use this thing?
God, May's so cool.
It
I
should
love
be
her.
simple. If you lie back in the tube and press launch...
Her ears. Oh God.
No, Crimson.
I-
I need you and your team over in
Crimson.
Sector 11. Mantle police are helping us clear the hospital, but they're gonna need backup.
You're doing great, Fee. Robin would be proud.
Yeah,
I feel like you should be doing this after flexing on the news like that.
How else was I supposed to get the word out? Besides, it seems to be working.
Where's this group coming in from?
I love that we're gonna see so
That
much.
would be Sector 7.
So many
Cleared 7
faunists,
already.
like.
That's great! To be honest, I wasn't sure how you'd be doing without all of your teammates.
Well, as you can see, we're doing just fine.
Touchy subject, Fiona.
We're working to get most of them settled in houses or other shelters. A large portion of the community is also trying to get old mine shafts into a livable condition.
We've got a lot of people to keep warm. Looting the SDC refineries is our best source of dust.
I think the guy with the banjo back there, I think we saw him before.
Just knowing those Grimm are circling out there doesn't feel great.
Yeah.
What are they waiting for?
V, we got another fight breaking out.
Crap. Thanks, Uncle. We'll handle it.
Oh.
I'll handle it. You've got enough to worry about.
Fiona, Crimson again. We spotted a decent-sized group of Grimm moving in from the east. Can't take them with all these civvies.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Did he say east?
Oh, be careful, my children.
Ready?
What's that? Are they like gonna erect a wall? Oh, it was like a concussion grenade or an air grenade. Oh. Fuck yeah, Jean. That was cool.
Okay, Fiona. That's one more problem taken care of.
Good,
Is it?
We're getting reports of more Grimm coming in from the west. The huntsman there could really use some backup.
Okay, we're on our way.
It's all the negativity.
Yeah.
Salem's forces aren't moving in, but it's enough to start attracting the stragglers.
Guys, we're not finished.
All right, we need to hurry this up and take...
The thing's here.
What just happened?
The thing's here.
I've never seen Grimm act that way before.
But what were they running from?
Yep, it's here for Oscar.
Oscar!
No. Oof. No! So let's say the thing I saw before seemed to be like more sitting upright. What is it doing? Why are you just... Oh, please save him.
Wait! It's using Oscar as a shield!
But Grimm aren't that smart.
This one is.
Give him back!
Did it just...
It's growing wings? No, 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 guys, please do something.
Kids, what's your status? West Side's taking damage.
What do we do?
Kids, what's your status? We've got an emergency. We're not gonna make it. What? What kind of emergency?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Oh fuck. Wow. Okay. Let's look at this for a minute. So got the reporter, got the mother, disgruntled grandmother. Oh, that is Fiona. Oh, Gus voices the Fiona's uncle. So he's just Fiona's uncle. Oh, and Crimson's voiced by Cesar. Its name is the Hound. I wonder if that was the character that they like talked about that they were excited for us to meet in this episode. Wow. Man. Oh my god, I'm so brain... What the fuck? Oh man, that's so bad. I wonder, so I did see the Grimm stalking them though. I'm really proud of myself for that, because I saw it twice before it jumped them. I definitely missed other times though. But I'm very proud of myself for spotting that. Oh man, that's so fucking scary. It talks. Like, obviously we knew that the Grimm had some semblance of intelligence, because like they talked about the longer Grimm are alive, the like more they learn, and like, you know, the more fights they survive, the stronger they are. But like, it talked. That's so scary. And it was also like, there's something really like mutable about it, because it was able, like, it started off with its limbs in a way where it was on all fours, and then it was bipedal, and then it just sprouted wings. Like, it was able to just like, it's able to mess with its own physiology, which is interesting. And I don't know if they're gonna get Oscar back. That's the thing I'm still I'm pondering over in my brain is, are they gonna get him back next episode, or is Salem actually gonna get him? Because this Grimm is so smart. Like, he took out Oscar's aura, and he knows if like they could kill him. So the only way that I foresee Oscar getting away is if Oscar himself can like do some magic. So the guy that we met was Fiona's uncle. I still want to know what kind of faunus he is, because he was the one that fed Oscar last episode, and I'm wondering, like, because he's got furry hands and big claws, so I don't know. Interesting. I'm excited. I was worried that they weren't going to actually like address things about like the faunus's working conditions, but considering that it seems like the crater that they are hiding in is actually like the big mine that probably most faunus work in. No, that's not to say they aren't people, but I just mean like specifically faunus. That maybe we could explore that a little bit. Although granted, I almost don't want them to, just because like we're in the middle of a war. There's more important things. Man, I knew this episode was gonna be it was gonna be good though, because last episode was a lot of setup, and I'm a little disappointed with how little we got of Team Atlas this episode. But hopefully we'll get more next episode. Especially because they're going to want to leave us in suspense about what's going on with Oscar. Man, fuck. Because in a lot of ways, Oscar does need to get taken to Salem for story purposes. But man, I was not expecting episode 2. But who knows? Maybe because it's intelligent, they can actually bargain with it. Not that I think that I don't think that'll actually be the case because, like, it's loyal to Salem, and Salem's orders are bring me the boy. So, you know. But the motorcycles were cool. Jean's new thing, Jean's new Pokeball shield is cool. I don't really know when it will be useful, but, like, you know, it's cool, and he can just pull it right back to his shield because, you know, gravity dust is awesome. We got to see, like, some sort of air grenade, which I talked about on the Boopcast last week, that I was hoping that they would, like, show us more stuff with other dust, because, like, gravity dust is cool, but, like, let us see the other dust and have it be cool. And that's, you know, like, it was some sort of air or wind. I don't remember what the kind is. I think it's actually called wind dust. At least it was early in RWBY. I know that dust has kind of gone through a couple of, like, iterations and sort of retcons over they're not really retcons, they're more just, like, they are defining the rules more aggressively. But I think it's wind. I think the green dust is wind. But yeah, so it's interesting to see them, like, you know, continuing to use stuff in interesting ways. Team Mantle is... I'm so perplexed. I was expecting, like, there to be, like, more with, like, evacuations and talking with the Happy Huntresses and, like, you know, having to find people in districts or clear Grim out of, you know, Sector 8 and Sector 12. Or just, like, keeping the peace in the crater. But now it's like, no, our immediate objective is save Oscar. And you know what? It's one thing I thought I was thinking about earlier today, because Nerds of Oz, Larissa, one of my friends, she commented on my reaction to the trailer, and she talked about how I caught so much more in the trailer than she had. And I was thinking about how I didn't actually vocalize a thought that I had during, or maybe I cut it out. No, I didn't vocalize it. That's why I cut out that section. But I had a thought about in one of the, I think it was one of the trailers where you see Yang, Jean, and Ren heading towards, like, the mines area. And I remember thinking, where's Oscar? And I never said it. And so now I'm worried because I'm like, Oscar wasn't there because Oscar got taken. Unless that's next episode and they're still pursuing after Oscar. What else happened in this episode? They got new gadgets. People were racist to Faunus. Yang was very angry with them. Team Atlas is... we didn't see too much of them, so I'm kind of like, meh. Oh, how could I forget? We saw Crow in all of them this episode. And Kaylee's gonna be so happy that, like, what Crow wants to do is murder Ironwood. And I'm like, good for you, Crow. Murder that man. Man. Yes. Robin's also interesting, because I want her to get out of jail, because I really think that she could become the leader that, like, Mantle and Atlas need. But at the same time, like, she's very brutish, let's say. And so I'm, like, unsure. I'm like, like, I like Robin. A couple of my friends do not like Robin, or they're like, she's kind of a bitch. I like her, but, like, she had a couple moments in this episode where I was like, ugh, no, Robin. And Watts is getting interrogated or recruited. Probably interrogated. With a side of recruiting. Jacques is Jacques. He still thinks Whitley's gonna do something for him. I'm sure Whitley is doing absolutely nothing. I'm sure Willow is doing absolutely nothing to help Jacques. I loved the callback to I'm a victim. That was funny. But man, I want more from Crow. Like, I mean, here's the thing. We have a very good idea about where his mental state is, because he's like, I want to murder James. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. But Big butt. I want more. Like, I want to know more about, like... I just want them to explore, like, what was going on with him and Clover. Because a lot of fans last season felt really strongly about them as a potential couple. And that was ended, obviously. And now I want them to explore what was actually going on there, and if, like, I want to know what, I'm like, Crow, tell me your feelings. What was happening? Tell me. Granted, like, there's plenty of time for that. We still got 11? I actually don't know how many chapters there are going to be in this season. I don't know if they've announced if it's going to be, like, 12, 13, or 14. But yeah... I'm just gonna keep talking because, like, I'm so stressed. Man. But yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about that too much because, like, we talked so much at length about Clover and Crow last season, and I've had enough time now to heal from that, and so I just don't have the energy to, like, fight that at this point. I'm just kind of like, I want them to address it because I just want to, like, know what was happening, and, like, I don't know. I just don't know, like, even if I want that or if I just would rather they leave it alone. But yeah, I know that'll be interesting. Team Atlas. I liked Ruby and Penny's talk, especially because Penny's really naive, and I think that's a very, very, very dangerous thing for her to be in possession of the Winter Maiden's powers, because she's very naive. And, like, she still sees Ironwood as her friend, which, like, I get. That's not something you just stop. But, like, she doesn't understand that she can still have fond feelings for him, and she can still feel like he's her friend, but, like, the things that he said to her weren't meant to hurt her. Like, he wanted to hurt her. And I'm glad that Ruby said that to her. But yeah, I don't. I'm interested to see that May's going along with them, because that means May's going to be, like, a big part of this season. Which, like, yay, Kaden. Man. And also just, like, it seems like the rest of the Happy Huntresses in general are going to be a big part of the season, which, like, that's awesome, because although I hope they don't just become, like, the surrogate Aesops kind of thing, the way that the Aesops were last season, where, like, I don't know, that, like, stuff's going to happen with them later, and I don't know. I'm just, like, I would rather they focus as much as they can on our main cast and, like, throw in other stuff, like, every now and then. But, like, I'm also convinced that Joanna and Fiona are going to be dead by the end of the season. I just don't think that they'll kill May, because that's, your first trans character. You gotta be a little careful with that, with killing them off. Killing her off, I should say. I mean, I was talking about trans characters in general, but in this instance, I'm specifically talking about May. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of blabbering on, and I should just, like, I don't really think I have too much more to say. But if you do not already know, my friend Shinub and I, we do a podcast together called The Boopcast, where every Friday we discuss the most recent episode of RWBY over on her Twitch channel. We're not having a guest this week for Chapter 2. We're having one for Chapter 3, though. Actually, I don't know who it is, but she said... Oh, wait. No, she said she had someone for Chapter 6. Or was it 3? I don't know. Kaylee's doing a lot of the planning this year. I'm very far removed from that. But yeah, so we're not having a guest this week. I wasn't aware of this when I recorded my reaction last week, or I would have mentioned it. But we are not uploading the boopcasts in their entirety on YouTube anymore, aside from the very first one of the season. We're going to do more like a kind of a clip of it, a section of it we're going to put up on YouTube as just kind of like a trailer for it. And but the full thing will be archived over on her Twitch channel. So if you want to watch that, go over to her Twitch channel. I will probably still link the snippet that we put up on YouTube in the card sections of these videos, just because it'll give people, and they can go watch that if they want, and then follow the link to the in the description of that video to the actual VOD for the boopcast. But those will be forever archived on there. I don't know if she ever has plans to put them up on YouTube or not, if once the season's over or whatever. But yeah, so that's we do that. If you want to hear our full thoughts on the episode, and once we've had more time to watch the episode and absorb it more, even though I feel like I did a pretty damn good job of absorbing this episode. I caught that bastard twice in the background. But yeah, I need to go back and watch. I could also be completely delusional and seeing shit. So, it's entirely possible that I'm yeah, I saw him in the background twice, and it's no, that's just a weird shadow. Or, nope, that's just a building. He was on rooftops twice. So, I'm just But yeah, so, those live streamed over on Sheenoob's Twitch. I also have... I'll have that linked down below, as well as the Boopcast's official Twitter account, where we tweet out when we go live and when videos go up and stuff like that. Only for the Boopcast. I also have my Twitch linked down below, because I host those over the podcast on my own Twitch channel. I also stream. My stream schedule right now is very relaxed, because I'm just trying to get back into streaming. And RWBY season's also kind of kicking my ass, so I'm kind of having to... Well, it's not really kicking my ass, but I need to give it time to do stuff, so I can't stream super often. So right now I'm really only streaming on Tuesday mornings, Thursday afternoons, and Sunday afternoons. That's just kind of how things have turned out. And then because I do the podcast on Fridays, and I have other commitments on other days, so... But I stream Dead by Daylight, Phasmophobia. Those are the two games we've been playing on Tuesdays most recently. Bailey and I are working through Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. That's only going to be going for a couple more weeks. We'll get to Melody of Memory eventually, but there's also some confusion about music and streaming on Twitch right now, so we're not worried about that for now. And I'm also streaming Persona 5 Royal, because I'm still trying to get through that. I keep hitting, the first time I burned myself out in the game, and now the second time is just I haven't been able to play for 2 months because my computer broke itself. But yeah, so those are really the main things that I'm focusing on right now. And after RWBY season ends, my stream schedule will pick up more. I'll probably go back to streaming about 5 days a week. But right now it's just... not really foreseeable for me. But yeah, I also have my Twitter link down below. I will tweet anything I tweet about RWBY. I will tag with #RWBY, #RWBY8, or #RWBY8 spoilers. So if you haven't watched the episode, you can mute those 3 tags and see nothing from me. I try also not to like things that don't include those tags, and I try to also not retweet anything with those tags either, just because people can't watch it. I want to keep people from being spoiled. And what else? Oh, and my Discord is also linked down below. That's another place. Twitter and Discord are the best places to get in contact with me if you want to talk about RWBY. But yeah, so I think I've blabbered on long enough. I've been recording for 45 minutes, and how long was the chapter? I didn't actually look to see. It was 17 and a half minutes. Not too bad. But still, I've been talking for, almost 3 times that length, so I need to stop. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next week for Chapter 3. Bye, everybody.